Do that to me.
You can't see it, but I'm picking his nose with my
Stop
mouse.
it.
Bitch, my tracking is so good, I will follow that nose. um, Good morning and salutations. The morning moon has nothing to do with this.
Mm. Are we
I'm.
live?
We are live. I'm.
Oh.
Thank you for. Well, how do we start it? This is.
Well,
Oh,
it's
this is
something about
productivity.
what we are, and then after that, who we are.
This is productivity and procrastination. I'm Joe.
And I'm James.
Keep going.
And I think that we are working on getting productive, even though we are procrastinators.
Mm-hmm. And we're currently working on Project Pancake.
And this is episode 14.
14.
Fake. Yeah. All right.
Hello.
Well, tell
All right.
me, how are you doing?
I
How
just
are you
woke
all
up,
doing?
but I got my first 9 hours of sleep in a long time, and it was nice. I feel
That
rested.
is nice.
I feel awake. I didn't have to drag myself out of bed. I was just I woke up 3 minutes before my alarm was going to go off, which is just the sweetest spot to wake up.
Can you get that stupid mouse thing off of my nose, please?
Oh, yeah. You guys can't see it, but my
Thank
mouse
you.
cursor was attacking his nose, and he
I
just
think it was.
he's allergic to it. He's allergic to
Aw.
mice.
I
It's
have two
mostly the
cats.
mouse dander.
They deal with it. Um. So,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I had an interesting dream where me and Heather were in a first-person shooter together, like in
That's
real
weird. I had a
life.
dream where we were making
Fun.
$831 from Patreon.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, that's literally the dream I had.
Wow,
It was
you
such a
definitely
specific
need
number.
some money, don't you?
I got paid today. I'm doing just fine,
Well, whatever.
but it was exciting.
Well, I'd be happy, too. Um, well, that's good that you're dreaming about that type of stuff.
I realized I
Yeah, I
switched
guess
these
I
around. I need
dream
I
about
need to
first-person shooters, even though I don't even play them.
I need to switch these around.
Switch these. Ah!
Screen. Okay. There we go. And then doing the thing so you can see the thing. There we
Okay.
go.
Well, that's great.
Yay! It looks the same for you, but you're the big U is on my main screen, so I'm not looking left to look at you. Oh, I need to
Great.
make this big for you. Na, 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 na. Is everything good?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
everything's great.
Good.
So,
Everything's good.
um, with that whole productivity thing and procrastination thing, how are you doing with all that?
This week I felt pretty productive. I made it through. So for my goal specifically, I made it through. Um, I made it through all of my goals except for storyboarding, which we did not accomplish. We ended up building a game instead, right?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Did
we built
we?
the game with
You have a mustache.
well, I mean, also it's just an apathy mustache. I don't do anything with
What
it.
is I? I don't know that you should.
Well, it's not like you just have a mustache. It's like it goes down into the beard, kind of.
Does it really?
Yeah, it,
I don't know about that. If you
it just
grow it
shares
for a
there.
while, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You look like now a character off of. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, something off of, I don't know, Princess Bride or something.
Oh, that is not an insult.
I'm thinking you need like a sword.
Mm-hmm. I do.
But anyway,
My
so
name is Eminte Montoya. I killed my father.
um, let's see. So I tried to do things yesterday.
Yeah. How'd it go?
It did not go the way I thought it would go.
Okay.
That way. Well, I started off great, I think, and I was looking into like Chat GPT. I was
Mm-hmm.
using it to research any question I had as I was going to be writing. That turned into like organizing all of my questions and just going on a Chat GPT, like, I don't know, doom scroll. Um, but I learned, a lot about how I can use it to do research. Man, it's amazing for research, and just kind of really did that. I helped my daughter do the same thing, learn how to use it, and taught her how to use writing program a little bit to organize her stuff, and then just ended up doing a lot of family stuff that was happening, um, just like you know big talks and all these. It was like everything didn't go well, but that went well. Um, so it was like I was kind of sad about not being able to write much at all. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually write a word yesterday.
Wow.
I only started writing this morning before now. Um, but I was enjoying it because you know yeah, it went really well just because how I use like like every question I had, I could just immediately find it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
organized. Like, oh, okay, well then I'll make this guy do that, and then oh well, is this and I could just get the answers just in nice real time, nice concise responses, and then I could like, okay, well that's how this hierarchy works here, and okay, so I'm going to make this, and it was just because I've written in the past where it's like I had all sorts of questions as I was writing. I would like oh, research such and such, and I'd highlight that, and I'd have to like go back to it and find the answers to these questions so that I
Mm-hmm.
could decide whether or not I wanted to edit that part or not. And it was just totally different because it was like I could just ask my questions in real time. I had one Chat GPT up here, and I had my writing program in front of me, and I would just, write in the thought, oh, does such and such like normally do this, or so and so, in the medieval eras, blah blah, and I could just boom, here's the answer, all nice and perfect and matter of seconds, and I could be like, oh, okay, well, I'll take that information, and now this person's going to do this because of that. It was just so nice. And so, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I didn't get a lot of time to actually do it. Uh, but, and I was depressed because of that a little bit at the end of the night. But then, I walked around with Heather in the middle of nowhere after the rainstorm, and she just helped me, hey, it's the process here. The next time you start doing this, it'll be easier. You'll get the time, and so this morning I did it, and I just started. I mean, it's going pretty well.
Awesome. No, nice. So what takeaways did you get that you could share with us to like some nuggets of
The
wisdom that you
major
can give
takeaway
us?
was I had put a lot of emphasis on yesterday, Thursday, having like an entire day where I could just basically be um, the writer. You know, like if I thought to myself, hey, if I did this for a living, this was what I did. I wake up every day and this is kind of like my life. I wanted to pretend like that was the case. And I use pretend, in loose terms. But I need, in order for you to be something, you have to actually be it. So I, I just kind of allowed myself a day where it was like, this is what I do, this is who I am. And so I thought it was going to be like this whole day of just chunking out all these words and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like question after question. And some of them had to do with our project, um, which kind of stopped me for a while. Um, but in general, I had these expectations, and it didn't happen the way I thought they would. But I think ultimately, I thought, it's going to be okay because I I am building on it. I'm not going to let it get me down. And actually, today it's going better than I thought it would. I mean, it's only been like, I don't know, maybe I've written for a total of a few minutes. I mean, and it's just going well. So I think if I did some work today, it would turn out to be a really good day. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm already enjoying it.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. Um, Earlier in this week, I got super antsy about wanting to get stuff done. Like I felt like my life was stagnating. And so like I was ready to throw just everything away for some sort of change. And like so I applied at a bunch of places and I just, it's like a case of the Mondays but like extreme version. It's like I realized that like I've been doing this for almost a year and it's just like mind numbing and it drains on me and I want to see progression in my life. And so instead of like I just felt like I was doing everything wrong. And so I had applied a bunch of different places. I even went for an interview, but before the interview, I had like sat down and I thought about it, like took my time, really processed like how I was feeling and just realized that like I really want to see progress. That's my biggest issue. In order to do that, I should work on the things that I'm already progressed in, things I've already accomplished. Like I'm getting pretty good with art. We're making this project Pancake and it's coming along well. And it's it's hard to like I can see the finish line and it's hard to wait for it. And so I'm wanting to push myself more cuz I can see it. Like I can see like it's like, we're on the second to third lap of Mario Kart and I'm just like I can see what it's going to feel like to get past that goal the last time. I want that. Cuz realistically, it's storyboard, I draw it up and we're done. At least in terms of like production. And then it's KDP, we'll figure out all that and then posting it. And then we can start our next project, which is incredible to me.
I think I've felt a little bit of how you felt a while back. It isn't what you do when you start producing, is it kind of like starts to affect everything else in your life in some odd way. It's like it forces you to examine the rest of it based on what you want your future to be.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it's like everything is found wanting. Um, and that, we're not like independently wealthy. We can just, oh, this is our new project. We're doing this 100% of the
Right.
time, and so we have to actually make money, you know, and do jobs and pay our bills and all this stuff, and then find the extra time to sacrifice for our future. And so it's very hard compared to someone who wouldn't have those same financial responsibilities and situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's rough because like I'm an introvert and so my job is very social oriented and it's super draining for me. And so like I really like my free time to like recharge, relax, enjoy myself, but I don't get as much of that because I need to focus on this. And in order to escape that other more social job, I need to I need to work on it. Because that's all there really is in my future is like that type of work unless I want to go to a school or something.
But I think as it's just another symptom of actually getting further, because now it's like we see that goal, like you were saying, and it's like, I can do this. Like you it's like this, this part of you that just knows it's X quantity of work over X quantity of time, you know, and I need, if I just do that, I got this, and then what's the result going to be? That's we don't know, but and I think we're both at that point where it's like we've been doing this pretty consistently for a while now, and we're ready to give that extra amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there too, actually, because yesterday, that was my whole goal. I had set aside that whole day. Um, and today, what's on my list? I don't have anything else on my list other than I want to get some stuff done. And yes, family's gonna pull me here and there. They're probably gonna want to play a little Sunhaven or something tonight, like we did last night. But everything that I choose to do when they're not pulling me to do something is going to be working on my future right now, because that's the exciting thing to me. It isn't anything else. It's getting further. It's getting this done. It's getting something that we could produce after this test that we're making.
Nice. I agree. I Yeah, I'm excited. I think this week I'm gonna bite off much bigger goals. But more goals, but I want to still keep them easy and achievable. So that way, at the end of the week, I can look at my little long checklist and see all these things crossed off and just feel that sense of pride. I think that's important for me, and I don't know like if that sounds appealing to anybody else, but it does sound appealing to me. So it might be worth looking at like what motivates you or what what sparks joy for you when you're to accomplish goals. Like when you do something really well, what motivates you to do it again?
When I look back at the last you know, 13 episodes previous to this, I think to myself that the biggest thing that has helped me is the consistency over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because those stacked up occurrences have got me to the point where it's more who I am now and not just what I want to be like.
Right.
It's like, no, productivity is part of me now in a way that it wasn't, you know, X amount of episodes before.
Yeah.
So,
No, I totally get that.
so because of that, it's like, well, now I want to get more done. I want to get past the point where I I have to get up and go to a job because yesterday was, even though I didn't get a lot done, I got a lot done in the preparation
Right.
for today now. You know, and now in my mind it's like, okay, well, I'm going to pump out some stuff. I mean, I've only been writing for haven't even been maybe a total of, I mean, the actual time sitting here writing, I mean, like what, 15, 20 minutes, and I mean, I've already got 103 words written. I mean, yeah, that isn't a lot, but I mean, if I extrapolate that out over the course of the day, I'm going to get some words down. I'm excited about it.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So, did you end up accomplishing all your goals last week?
Well, when I look at what I think my goals are, I didn't have many on my list. Um, Video, which we did, and all I had was basically to write more, and I put down my word count. Um, and that was it.
Okay.
Oh wait, well, yeah, it wasn't very much, but I'm I am ready to just work. So
Okay.
I'm not in a bad spot in my mind. So
All right. Well, let's. I want to get some goals written down for this week. Um, we had talked about like me starting to draw up and finish out the pages that we do have, and if we need to do changes, where's my pencil? Oh, there it is. My pencil. Um, start drawing out the pages that we do have, like storyboarded, and if we need to make changes, we can, and so that we can start like basically getting this stuff prepped for creation. And so I'm gonna start working on that this week. I'd like to. I'd like to get the sketches done. Two, two, the 2 pages of sketches at least. I'm gonna start off easier.
okay. I need a time frame to talk to you about the project after Pancake.
Okay.
I need to have a basic structure of. I just have some questions. We just need to
Okay.
go over it. I
Sounds good.
struggled with filling in those blanks. I'm like, this is something I need like to talk to Joe about. I can't just do it on my own. I need
Right.
to have his input. So I need to do that. Hopefully today we can do that.
Yeah. I don't see why we can't. Um. Okay. So I have 2 pages of sketches done. I still want to draw daily. Um. What kind of goals do you have this week?
My goals this week are primarily to get some real words down. I mean, that's what my goal is today. And I have my setup all done now. I mean, I'm ready to roll. I just need to be in the mindset and do it. And I am in that. I'm ready to rock. I just need to need the time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Okay.
basically when I'm done with you.
Nice. Okay, I think these are good goals for me this week. Getting the 2 sketches done, like the 2 pages of sketches. Yeah, so like the first and second page will basically be in a state where I'm like, okay, James, does this look good to like finish out? And then we'll move on to actually finishing it and getting it illustrated in some way.
Okay.
All right. That. Is there any other goals that you want to add to your list that you can think of?
My major goal has not been achieved in the last few weeks, and that is to really feel like I had a good week. I need to get to the point where I go, yes, I
Is your
did
desk clean?
great. It is. I mean, I added my laptop because I was writing on it, and so it kind of doesn't belong here. There are some pens around and a tape measure I was using last night. And
Does that tape measure have a spot it's supposed to be?
yeah, on the wall right there. It's supposed to hang up. I haven't actually made it the 2 feet yet.
What about that hard drive?
Oh gosh, the hard. No, I haven't done the hard drive. Man, that's gonna take a while.
It'd be nice to have that space.
I'll think about adding that hard drive then, and I'll make sure I have clean desk.
Might just be a weekly goal to you for you to have a clean desk.
Probably is. But the major goal, feeling like I actually wrote like an author. I guess that's a better way of
You're setting yourself. I feel like you're
calling
setting
it.
yourself up for failure. You're trying to.
Oh,
like,
wow. I can have my own damn goal.
It's not about like. It's for me. It's not about. Oh, you can't have your goal. It's about. I want to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for these expectations you'll never meet, and then end up being discouraged. I feel
Never.
like it's.
Thanks a lot.
It's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the extremely high standards you try to put yourself through.
I'm sorry. I thought that you were like ready to like, oh, kick some butt. I'm ready to get stuff done. How do you get to do that unless you like put yourself up to the?
What did you write down as a goal? What did you write down?
I wrote down. I want to feel like I wrote like an author. Can't I? Can I just say that?
Problem with that?
It's
not clear and defined.
It is clear and defined by my feelings.
Write down specifics.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me redefine this.
Yeah, it needs to be achievable, easy, achievable goals.
To feel the emotion of doing a damn good job this week. Okay, that's what I want to feel. It's not totally unlike the feelings that you would like to have when somebody says, "Oh, what? You do that?" Or, something like that. I want to feel like I did a good amount of work. I want to feel that. It's not this unobtainable goal, and it isn't quantifiable in my mind. It is a feeling like the time I had, I used to further myself a lot more than I wasted it.
Okay.
It's not 100%. I will and never. I pick up phones too. I waste my time too, but I want to feel like I did good.
I understand that.
But
I
I can
just
be
feel like
proud.
that is a byproduct and not a an easy achievable goal. You know what I mean? Like it's a byproduct of doing your actual goals versus
Yes, it is a byproduct. You're right. It's not a goal. It's just I want to feel like I did a good job. Like really, I want to feel like when I look at the end of the week, this is like the time to evaluate my week. When I look back and I think of all the time I had extra, did I use it good? Did I use it well? Did I further my situation? Did I change my, you know, my next week so that I'm not in the stagnation? Can I be proud of what I did? And to a certain degree, yes, there's momentum forward. And then there's that time when you start to yearn to get out of your present situation like you are. And at that point, you realize you need to step it up a notch. And this is me stepping it up a notch. I need to feel like I stepped it up. That's what I want to feel.
hey James,
Yeah.
you're doing a good job.
Thank
Seriously.
you, Joe. Thank you.
Seriously. Like think about yourself 3 months ago when we went to that party. Neither of us had like really anything going on other than well, you have something going on, but I didn't. And now look where we are. Look how much more productive we are as people. You've started writing again. And when was the last time you had written before then?
Like decade plus.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
So I'm telling you, you're working up towards being the writer you want to be. I just worry that you're setting yourself back by wanting it, like, by setting these expectations too high for yourself.
Okay. Well, I feel like I don't want to set them too low, which is what you're making me think
I'm
about.
not. I'm not trying to set them too low. I think that it is a great goal, or it's a great goal. It just it's when you I'm okay. I'm willing to give you this week with it, but I want to see how you feel next week with it because I feel as though it's gonna be a letdown for you. You're gonna look at the page and you're gonna feel sad about it rather than happy. Because I don't think it's achievable.
What? Why?
I
It's
feel
not.
like you're
It is.
perfectionizing yourself.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, I know how I will judge myself.
Okay.
You don't. You might be judging by judging a little too
I
hard.
I am judging your judging. I
And
just worry about you.
well, thank you. I don't give a crap about you.
That's fair.
No, thank you. I don't think it will be a problem though. I think I will be positive because I'm already feeling good. Okay? I just don't have to let myself down from here. Um
Ooh, I'm gonna add another
because
one to my list.
I'm to the point where I'm on a high right now. Even though I didn't get a lot done yesterday, even though it was just a process, and then I shared that process with my daughter who also wants to write, who also is an artist, who
Mm-hmm.
does these things. But she's young and she doesn't know the tools, you know? And I'm like, well, dang, I love this process that I've come up here. I love this writing program. I love how this works with finding my answers on chat, you know. I want to share this process with somebody else who also, maybe doing the exact same thing. So I did, and I found, joy out of sharing that and seeing, and she actually did real work on it last night. She showed me. She had like 30 characters. She had already
Oh,
like
nice.
made directories and stuff for her, like inputted images and stuff and like all these things. I'm like, wow, you really went to town with it. She had. So yeah, it was cool. And so, today it's like, okay, well, I have my process now. I'm not going to worry about what I didn't write. I'm just going to start. And so I did. I started. And I'm like, wow, this is going really well, actually. And then, of course, I talked to you, and then I'm down in the dumps. No, no, I'm just kidding. Um, no, so I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to
Okay.
rock and roll. I feel good.
All right. Well, awesome. Um, well then I really do hope it works out. I like okay. I feel like I'm sounding like an asshole, but I'm trying to. I worry about
That's why we
you.
love you, Joe.
I'm the resident asshole. um, no, that's exciting. So did did your daughter accomplishing like putting those stuff like all that stuff into Is it Scrivener?
Yeah,
Okay.
Scrivener,
Um,
which
did
has
that
increased their price, but it's still a reasonable $49 for what
like a
you
one
get.
time purchase or
Yeah, one time,
okay?
no renting or anything like that.
Must be nice. Um, did that cause? Did you feel like a sense of jealousy seeing all that?
No,
Okay,
I mean, well, you
you're a
don't have
better
a
person than I am.
I, I, I mean, you don't have a child in this kind of living with you, I guess, but you're not going to feel bad if they progress, are you?
No, 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 not progress. So when the reason I started drawing, like actual drawing rather than just pixel art, is because I was jealous of Jade drawing. I wanted to draw too. That's the reason I started drawing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, okay, that's how you got started, but I mean, would you be mad if you had progressed after that
No,
too? I mean,
no.
I don't think so, you know. And this whole process that we do is because we want to share what's going on with our, journey here so that other people can fast forward some of these emotions and some of this process for themselves because this is a this is a much deeper psychological scenario than I had thought. Oh yeah, just do it. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's not that easy.
No.
Okay, not when you're as messed up as I am. So
We have so many years of like bad things to like work through and like these bad
mhm.
practices and
Yeah, so it's
fallacies.
like you've got to, but the consistency, that's the difference, I think. It's
Mm-hmm.
really that. It's like, yes, you might have. I mean, look back if you've been listening to us for a while. You know that we're kind of like up and down, up and oh yeah, we're gonna get some. Oh no, we did. Yeah, it's like, but now I really feel like it's like the consistency has helped me get my emotions in order. I'm evaluating my life. I'm seeing how it's all matters together, even the jobs that I have, the my family, all that stuff. Getting stuff done is helping all of it, even though there might be little weird problems that come up because of it here and there. All in all, I feel like I'm ready to help everything more now. I don't know. I'm loving it.
Nice. No, I'm excited. I'm excited to get something done. I'm excited to get this project pancake done, get it up, and yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we close it out?
Oh, didn't even think. You have amazing hair today. Um, beyond that,
I don't have the same mustache.
how do you feel like you did this last week? If you had to go and use my goal,
Like
okay,
your feeling?
like my feeling goal, did you really do a good job with your time, or did you, in your opinion, not live up to your potential?
Um, if I'm going off of, like, if I was being a perfectionist, um, I would
Well, I'm not
say,
perfection.
huh?
Just I'm not saying perfectionist. I don't think my goal means a perfectionist. I'm saying,
I
can
didn't
you
get as
feel
much.
proud about what you did or not?
I could say, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because I did something. I accomplished things. I worked on my book, 2 pages, which was the minimum, but I still did it. I still did the consistency of accomplishing those 2 pages. It's still at the forefront of my mind. I drew most of the days, which means it's becoming a habit. It's becoming a consistent thing that I do. We didn't do the storyboarding, but we created an incredibly fun sounding game, which I'm excited
Yeah.
to explore further when we have the opportunity.
Mhm.
I did a drawing that I'm relatively proud of. I worked on some fundamentals. But mostly, I'm just proud that I'm doing stuff, that every week, I'm accomplishing a little bit more of my goals. That each week, like there's hardly any weeks now where I'm like, oh, I didn't get anything done. I haven't had a week like that in forever. And that's motivating to me. So yeah, even if I didn't accomplish a lot, I'm still pushing forward. And I'm proud of that.
Well, good. See, was that such a hard goal to obtain?
Well, I don't know, is it? I feel like
Yeah,
we
we'll
can
find
define that
out.
easily. Each person could easily define that differently.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if we're, honest with ourselves, we can answer the question. That's all I'm trying to be is I want to be honest with my week and say, hey, do I feel proud of what I did? And I want to, and yeah, I might have a little bit higher expectations for myself than maybe the average person, and so I feel depressed more, you know, every week because of it.
I just
But
don't want that depression to turn into stagnation and
yeah,
like
well, I
defeat.
I don't think it will. I because there is this, even though my my actual work, I feel like is a very small incline, in my growth. I think that there's going to be a critical mass, and I think that I'm on the precipice of that.
Precipice. It's a fun
So
word.
I am looking forward to. I don't know if precipice is the right word. Wouldn't that be more like a drop after that? I don't know. But
Oh yeah,
the point is,
you're gonna get there and you're done.
I'm a reverse precipice, and
Precipice.
and so that's where I'm at. I'm at that. I'm at the event horizon of being sucked into complete productivity.
The spooky movie.
Yeah, it's still like falling though, isn't it? But anyway, I don't
Sucked into
care.
the depths, the dark depths of productivity, where you can't do anything because you can't see anything.
All right, there we go.
All right.
That's
Do you have
where I'm at.
anything snappy to close us out with?
How about you snapperino us
All
this
right, I'm
time?
a snapperino. Just remember, if you're drinking orange juice, afterwards brush your teeth, because you don't want that toothpaste and orange juice flavor.